Welcome to Subramani. The white patch that you see there are clouds. I'm not able to make sure that you can see the snow. The sun is rising. It's about 6:30 in Himachal Pradesh. We are heading towards Nako today. We are at about 9,000 feet and 16 degrees. Here I wanted to talk to you about financial planning, or the basics of financial planning. What I learned about financial planning. So the first and the most important thing is pay yourself first. When you are trying to save out of what is left, you will never be able to fulfill your goals. So first is, of course, you have to have your goals written down, quantified, and then you start paying yourself for those goals. If you don't pay for yourself for those goals, if you're not willing to put enough money and energy into those goals, it means this is not your priority. So prioritize, again, sit with your family, prioritize, see what are your goals, and then stick to them, right? And so start paying for it. Start putting in an X amount for your retirement goal, for your daughter's goal, for your son's goal, for your wife's goal, whatever. For all those goals, start putting money away. If you don't put money away for those goals, it means you're not serious about those goals. So right, so first have goals, have them quantified, and most important, start putting time, money, energy into those goals, right? Very important, communicate money at home. This is far more important than even taking insurance, because if your family doesn't know why you have taken insurance or what to do with that money, they will never be able to use that money as sensibly as you think they should be using, right? Then of course take term insurance and medical insurance, which should be the topmost priority. In fact, insurance is top priority over investments. Financial planning includes both covering risk and creating money for goals. So investing is important, of course, but taking insurance is far more important. Make sure you take that. Even if your company is providing you, take that. I've done videos saying why you need an insurance paid for by you and not just by your corporate. Get your medical insurance in place, get your will in place. If you own a property, get your will in place, right? So these are all very important things in financial planning. Selecting which fund to invest is the last thing. So first get all these things prioritized. Make sure you have no consumer credit, because consumer credit, I mean credit card loan or a loan from a shop meant to buy a TV or a fridge or something like that. Make sure all that is given up. Then make sure that the car loan is very close to zero. The only loan which you should have along with investing is the home loan or the mortgage loan. You cannot wait to pay off all the mortgage before you start investing. So start investing in debt fund, equity fund, hybrid fund. I'm not getting into that, but start investing, start prioritizing. Repay the mortgage, but repay the mortgage as slow as you wish, because if you're getting 7% interest in your mortgage and you're getting 10% return on your investment, it is good to have both. It is not to say that remove all the take more, borrow more and invest, but keeping the 7% loan while doing a 10% investment also makes sense. Pay all your bills promptly. Don't keep on putting it on your credit card. Doesn't make sense. Pay your telephone bill, electricity bill, everything before the due date. All this is likely to impact your credit card score. If you have a credit card, make sure you pay on or before the due date. In fact, I pay 5 days before the due date, simply because you do not know whether money takes a little more time to reach for whatever reasons and unnecessarily spoil your relationship with the company. Understand that investment could be therapeutic, shopping is not. So go and shop around, buy some, you may buy a wrong mutual fund. That's better than buying some dress which you don't use, right? Take a lot of time to shortlist an advisor. There's no great hurry to find an advisor. Take your own time, trust him, and like Ronald Reagan said, trust but verify. Initially, you trust him, you have shortlisted him after a lot of effort, take his advice, and then verify that advice is good. Maybe 2 times, 3 times, 6 times, 1 year. After that, completely trust him blindly. There is no point in having an advisor whom you don't trust enough. If you have, you trust, or you don't have. Don't mix the two. Anybody and everybody, even a 22-year-old, has to plan for retirement. You can decide that you don't want to get married, so you don't need to plan for children. You have a parent's house, you don't need to plan for a house. Fine, fantastic. You still need to plan for retirement. You still need to plan for your old age. When you're 22, you have no clue that how much money you will need. You're 22, 32, 42, even at 52, you do not know how much money you will need. But at 22, you need to know that it's a big black box. You're going to require a lot of money. It is the biggest asset that you're ever going to buy in your life. So start investing. That's the most important thing. You need not know exactly what is the destination. As long as you know you have to go south, then you can go there and ask for directions, right? That is exactly how you travel for retirement also. Make sure that your behavior is in such a way that the credit score is not impacted. Don't have a bad credit score. Having a good credit score is always useful. I mean, I'm not even getting into details like have an emergency fund. It is assumed that you will have an emergency fund, and make all attempts to conquer fear, greed, jealousy, right? It's easier said than done, but if you have a bad spouse who spends money without asking you, without telling you, and your priorities are mixed, that can ruin you. So, right, so conquer your greed, fear, jealousy, relationships, everything, conquer it, and then that is the way to go. And I think these are the important things that I have seen in personal financial planning. If you see, I never spoke much about investment. Yes, of course, investments are important. Of course, it's important to know in which fund to invest, but they come much later. First, go and find yourself a good advisor, or if you have reached the stage when you think you can do it DIY, then that's fantastic. Then you have really arrived. Then also you need somebody whom you can sound out and say, I think I'm going to buy Indigo, what do you think? I think I'm going to sell Vedanta, or I'm going to buy JSW, whatever are your things to talk about. You need to have somebody, a sounding board. An advisor is great. If you don't need an advisor, find somebody to whom you can talk. Thank you. Bye.